Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Jacob Wycoff, joined by our executive weather producer, Terry Eliasen. Terry, it was a scorcher yesterday.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Second hottest day ever recorded in May.
Pretty remarkable.
And the hottest day ever recorded that early in the season. So, yeah, yesterday, I mean, we could go the rest of the summer and not hit 96 again.
So, Eric and I, he tossed me with that. He goes, Jacob, this could be the hottest summer day that we have, and it's still in the middle of May.
Certainly possible, yeah.
Pretty remarkable to think of.
Yeah, at least we're not going to be quite as hot today.
Yeah,
the humidity's up there, but there's a front coming through, and if you're not a fan of this, relief is on the way.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's hop into the graphics, show you what we're dealing with. We do have that next weather alert in effect. We're chasing some records. Today's records, it's going to be in the neighborhood of it. I think yesterday was pretty much a guarantee it was going to shatter that record. We do have that humidity that has also crept up. And there's a chance that we pick up some scattered storms. Of course, some of you saw those yesterday. There's a chance, although I feel like it's a little bit less of a chance than yesterday.
Yeah, the parameters are not as, I guess, good as they were yesterday for severe weather. We'll show you that in a little bit. But first off, heat advisory still in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. I feel like this is sort of borderline. They did drop it for parts of Worcester County, Western Middlesex County, and it's usually they issue heat advisories when it feels like between 95 and 100 at least. And I'm not sure we're going to get there, maybe briefly today in Eastern Mass. But nonetheless, if you're outside and you spend a little time outside, and certainly if you have respiratory issues, just beware. You want to keep hydrated.
Absolutely. It's the same script that we always talk about, right? Stay hydrated, find some shade if you can. Here's our current temperatures. We're sitting in the upper 70s there in Worcester. It's almost comfortable, right? We're at 86 in Boston, mid 80s through Fitchburg and Bedford. We are slowly climbing up, a little bit behind the pace that we set yesterday. And that's why we think we're going to top out a little bit cooler than, and I say cooler, not as hot as yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
So yesterday at this time we were a few degrees warmer, and we actually hit a record at noontime yesterday. We were up to 92, I want to say, yesterday at noon, and I certainly don't think we're going to get there by noon. So, like you said, a few degrees off of yesterday's track, and that was to be expected. We don't think we're going to hit certainly the mid-90s again.
Right.
Here's the forecasted highs for today. We should be right around 90 or so. Boston down the Pike, west and north and northwest, and I think there may be even a better chance of 90, 91 just southwest of town.
Norfolk County, Bristol, Plymouth County, absolutely.
Right.
Which was a cooler spot yesterday.
Somewhat cooler, yes. Of course, if you really want relief, you head down to the Cape. That's really the Cape is the spot to be over the last couple of days. Now heading into the Memorial Day weekend, maybe not quite as much. Yeah, the Cape is tough this time of year. It really is only sort of pleasurable, so to speak, if you got a really hot day. Otherwise, the water temperatures are still upper 50s down there. So
you're absolutely right. Yeah, with water temperatures, you get so much of that marine influence, and so it only takes a little bit of onshore wind to kind of wreck your afternoon.
Yeah. So not to say there won't be a decent start to the weekend in the Cape, but nonetheless, it is the place to be today to beat the heat. And so as we said, it's 86 so far in Boston, 79 so far in Worcester. The records are both at 91. We ain't getting there in Worcester, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Boston at this point, maybe 50-50.
Yeah, so just getting some unofficial observations in from Boston, it looks like we just bounced back up to 88.
Okay.
So we are still climbing.
Yeah.
We haven't plateaued for the day. So we shall see where we end up. I think it's still very much in play, but certainly. I don't think the 96, like we talked about, I don't think that is going to be in the mix. Of course, 90-degree days, we have a lot of ways that we can measure summer intensities, how bad a summer was. Well, so far, we haven't even really started summer, right? But we have 2 90-degree days. We average between 14 and 15 days. And last year was a well above average year.
Even though we got off to a late start last year, we didn't have our first 90 until mid-June, and here we are probably going to have 3 before the even Memorial Day weekend hits. So not that that means anything. I mean, so I was in the news meeting yesterday, and they said, well, we're already up to 3 90-degree days. It's going to be a hot summer. I'm like, doesn't necessarily go that way.
Exactly.
A lot of years, in fact, when you have a really hot start or a really quick start with the heat, other things evolve, and you don't necessarily have a really hot summer. I mean,
kind of balances out a little.
So we'll see. I guess the jury's still out on that. But nonetheless, we are definitely off to a quick start with the 90-degree days. And
now, if you go just back a graphic real quick, are there any years that really stick out to you, like this could be a comparative year? I think, with things that are evolving?
I think the biggest deal this year is El Nino.
Right.
We've done the stories on it. We're expecting perhaps a super El Nino, one of the strongest El Ninos ever recorded. So it's really hard to compare, because we've only had a few of those, these types of El Niños with this strength in our history. So it's really tough to say, like, well, looking back at 21 or 22. So tough to say. The ocean temperatures are warmer than they've ever been as well. So there's a lot of different variables this summer. I think if anything, it could mean, more humidity, maybe some more rainfall. I don't know. That the heat, the 90-degree days is a tough one to predict.
I would say the one thing that I would be looking at is like a year like 2022, because that was our last blizzard. And, it was a decent winter, and then what does that lead into for the summer? So that could be like the closest thing to look for.
Interesting, the blizzard. I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't thought of that one,
We'll see. We'll see how it plays out, right?
Yeah, certainly for hurricane season, nothing else, the El Nino early on here is going to flatten out a hurricane season, we think. But of course, as we always say, only takes one. It is a little juicy out there, though, today. Dew points and getting towards the uncomfortable range. Thankfully, with this little mini heat stretch, it hasn't been oppressive.
Right.
We haven't seen dew points approaching 70, but it's just enough to make it feel a little bit hotter or warmer.
You definitely feel the humidity. Like you said, it's not oppressive. Once we get to about 70 degrees, that's when it starts to get really unbearable. What we will watch for is that big whoosh of dry air.
I got that graphic.
Okay, perfect. We do have some clouds that are starting to build off to our west through parts of the Connecticut River Valley over the Quabbin. This is all part of that cold front that will swing through the area. You see some of the stronger storms through the Ohio River Valley, the Midwest. Some of those storms may approach us, but Terry and I were looking over some of the latest models. A lot of the guidance shows either the activity is squashed or it's very much delayed, where we're not going to get that daytime heating. A lot of the energy is not going to feed into it.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see, just looking at this line, you don't see any severe weather yet. I mean, it is early in the morning, but nonetheless, like usually by this time of day, if we were expecting some severe weather here, you would see at least something popping in New York State, or and it doesn't really look all that impressive as of right now. And Futurecast, you'll show that this is the latest one of our high-res models, and you can see here's the middle of the afternoon. And there's just a couple blips, couple blobs, maybe a downpour or a shower, but certainly nothing organized, nothing major, nothing like yesterday where, I mean, we got, some folks got an inch of rain in about 20, 30 minutes there. All that lightning happened down the pike. We don't expect another day like that. If anything, towards the south coast, the Cape and the islands of South Shore may get something later this evening.
Right, yeah. So the time frame has kind of shifted a little bit. Certainly, that was evening commute. This is, I think, beyond the evening commute, and we're talking about perhaps even the overnight hours. I think some of the showers could linger right on through tomorrow morning, too. So we don't start out with that bright sunshine after a front clears out. Sometimes we get that clearing. It's going to take a little while to get to that point.
Yeah, in fact, most of the tonight will be overcast, and even tomorrow morning. You're right. A lot of times when we have these heat-breaking cold fronts behind it, you get this blue sky and crisp air. The front kind of just gets hung up on the south coast, so we're going to be stuck in the clouds for a good part of the day tomorrow. But here comes the whoosh.
Yeah.
You ready for this? So current dew points, and then watch by this evening, you get those browns in beiges.
There we go.
Probably a 30-degree or so drop in dew points. Big difference in the feel of the air tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to notice it. You step out the door, you're going to say this is a different air mass for sure. It's definitely not going to have that heaviness that you felt yesterday, you feel today. And that's what we kind of hope for when we have these high humidity values. So highs on Thursday, they're going to take a big step backwards. Not only are the dew points going to drop by 30 degrees, our temperatures are going to fall by 20 to 30 degrees. It's going to be a certainly different air mass. We also have a bit of an onshore wind, too, setting up so the coastline, you could actually top out in the upper 50s.
Yeah, average highs, I think it's, I want to say 68 degrees today in Boston. So this is actually closer to what a typical spring day or late May day here as opposed to what we're experiencing today. A few degrees cooler than average, but a little bit more typical. And again, like you said, some localized sea breezes making it feel a little cooler at the beaches. Tomorrow, not a great beach day by any means. Lots of clouds and the onshore wind. And Friday, we tick it up a few degrees. There could still be a little bit of a localized sea breezes going on. The farther inland you go, we could get close to 70. Friday, I think, is going to be a spectacular day.
I do too.
Somebody on this table picked the right day to take a day off on Friday. Thank you very much. That's me.
That's you? I was going to say that is my day off. Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you can, with Memorial Day weekend coming up and things looking a little shady later in the weekend, if you can add Friday on. Not a bad day at all. Again, not like a beach day per se, but just like, one of those.
Just a lot of sunshine and
very pleasant.
Average temperatures, and sunshine makes all the difference this time of year when it gets high in the sky there. You definitely feel the warmth for sure. So the battle between the cold, rain, and then the high pressure building in,
Memorial Day weekend forecast, I got to say, I don't remember, I've been here a few years now, and I can't remember ever having a simple, easy, it's just a big old high sitting over us the whole weekend. Mail it in, easy forecast. There's always some sort of fly in the ointment.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're watching right now, and there have been, I guess you could call it some improvements in our forecast over the last couple of days, but depending on the strength of that high pressure, it's really going to factor into, is the rain going to make it far enough into New England that it does throw some showers in our direction? The latest thinking is, I think Saturday is pretty salvageable unless you're maybe right along the south coast there, or certainly if you're traveling on 84 through Connecticut, closer to the Hudson River Valley. Sunday, I feel like, is a little bit more of a question mark depending on how that warm front pushes in, but this latest guidance keeps us, at the most part, dry. And then I think Monday is probably your best chance for some rain.
Yeah, so this for those sort of weather nerds at home, this is the GFS we're looking at right now, which has been by far the most optimistic of the non-AI models. A lot of the AI models have been dry throughout
completely dry,
weekend.
Yep.
The European, which I'm sure you've all heard, the famous European, has been bringing the rain in much quicker, and it would probably make most of Sunday wet, at least in southwestern New England.
Right.
I think here's the thing. If you've got your choice of places to go, I'd say head north, head to New Hampshire, head to the Greens, the Whites, and even better in Maine, which is where I'm headed just by luck.
There you go. Okay.
So yeah, the farther north and east you go, the closer to that high, the better chance of sunshine. The farther south and west you go, I mean, the mid-Atlantic, the upper Midwest, New York State, Pennsylvania, is certainly going to be a rainy, kind of wet weekend down that way.
But like to your point earlier, it's a tale as old as time. Memorial Day forecast, it will be raining. There was a Memorial Day a few years ago that it was cooler than Christmas, the previous Christmas.
I happen to remember that. I was coaching a baseball team down in Plymouth, and for 3 days it rained, and I want to say the high temperature was like 50, 51 degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely miserable. Now, nothing like that this year, but nonetheless, it's not a simple forecast.
It's a tough holiday forecast for us in New England.
Yeah, so long story short, if you can schedule your fun, your activities earlier in the weekend and farther north and east, those are the best bets. The later you go in the weekend, especially by Sunday night and Monday, there's really a rain chance for a good portion of the area. And I would not want to go down to, say, Long Island, New York City, Philly. That does not look like a pleasurable place.
I don't want to go there anyway.
No, I mean,
but yeah, exactly. Here's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures today getting back into the upper 80s and low 90s. We do have that next weather alert in effect for the heat and humidity and the potential, although it is kind of diminishing, for some storms. And then we're back into the 60s, more average temperatures building in for Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday. Watching that chance for some showers Sunday, better chance on Monday, and then look at that on Tuesday, back into the middle 70s.
Yeah, so I don't know if we mentioned temperatures for the Memorial Day weekend. Clearly, we're not anywhere near where we are now. It's more 60s, and a lot of the beaches may be a little cooler than that. So not necessarily a beach weekend, even though Saturday may feature a lot of sunshine in parts of the area. I mean, you could go to the beach, but you might want to bundle up a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely like layered beach going.
Yeah, but backyard cookouts looking good on Saturday, and then progressively a little shadier.
I would ask if that was an invite, but apparently you're out of town.
Sorry.
So I'll have to
maybe
do
next year.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be back here with another update tomorrow.